When you said that, the only thing I heard was, "And I could not ask for more." Stupid fucking song.
Wow.
That's a
Be
deep
more
cut right
angry
there,
about
man.
living
That
in
was a
Virginia.
deep cut.
Oh,
Oh
man.
God, the deep cuts are rolling, man.
Yep. Jesus Christ. Alright. Zero, why you relapse on WoW? Why you play this game? This game cancer. This game awful.
This
Bad people
this
play
game.
this game.
Well, I mean, I play this game, and I'm not bad people. I don't think. Am I bad people? I'm
I'm
bad
trying.
people.
No, I'm
Um,
trying to warn you away from. You're an impressionable young man, Zero. I don't want you hanging around people who are a bad influence, which basically means that you should never talk to Masami.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I thought that would land better.
it's okay. I've already been infected. The three of you have been deep inside of me.
Well, I'm glad.
Nice.
No, that tracks. No, that tracks.
Nice.
We improved the landscape.
You feng shuied my insides a little.
Indeed, we did.
Look at all the red around the borders of your screen. It's like I'm staring out of your butthole.
I mean, I'm dead, though, because, apparently I suck at being a warlock.
You didn't conflagrate him?
No, I tried to conflagrate him, and then he smacked me in the face. And cloth-wearing classes do not fare well against things with giant hammer. That guy's name is Weed Wizard. Nice.
Is he? Is he, though? Skeptical of everything that I see in this game. Alright, anyway. I should probably get set up here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Chonkwij podcast. I'm Squit Harrington. I'm joined tonight by excommunicated, Zero, OmegaConstruct, and Punlord, Squitney.
Yep.
Oh, Squitney. Has Fluffy done Squitney Spears yet?
Yes, that has been done.
Fucking shit. Dude thinks of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Tina Aguilera.
Not bad. Okay. Well, I know we've done Squitney Houston.
Yeah, that's been done.
Who else? Whitney.
Earth, Squid, and Fire.
Eartha Squit!
Do it.
Well, I know we haven't done Eartha Squit yet.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
I don't know. I feel like that one's been done.
I'm 10% sure. That's some percentage, right?
I mean, yes.
Technically, yes.
Which is the best kind of yes.
Alright, I'm just going to pull up my other screen and we'll get this thing rolling.
It hasn't been rolling already? I've thought there was a downward vector here.
There definitely is.
I mean,
What
I
in
am
the
eating
shit?
tacos, so that does make sense.
Hey, it's Kirby! Hi, Kirby! I'm just pulling up Twitch now. Kirby, sorry. This is why...
Kirby!
You could say you're
why I
twitching
try to do
out.
this. Yes, absolutely.
Squeak! Ah!
Heretics, you will suffer for this interruption.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep.
Jesus, she mad. Okay, so... Yeah, it's the podcast after the anniversary podcast. It was a good anniversary podcast.
I'm still hungover.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm still
That's
not walking straight.
commitment.
It is commitment.
Good times. So yeah, some stuff happened in gaming. Other stuff happened though that was more global. But Jesus Christ, this lady is just all about herself, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
All right. Well, best of luck to her, I guess. Should really go ahead and turn that down. Okie doke. So yeah, we can start off with this week in gaming was a little bit of, actually, Omega posted this, and then Omega posted a follow-up as well, about Bayonetta's voice actress, Helena Taylor, who explained publicly that she would not be in Bayonetta 3 because they only offered her $4,000 to voice the role, and she's asking fans to boycott the game. She's not taking like a hard stance on the boycott thing. She's just like, yeah, I understand that people like this game. She says boycotting is, quote, a personal choice, and if you don't, that's fine. But yeah, it's kind of, she wrote a whole thing about basically how she's been the voice of Bayonetta for the first game and the second game. Now they're making the third game. It's going to come out, and they are offering her basically no money in the grand perspective of things. Because the franchise so far has made approximately $450 million, and they only want to give her a couple $1,000s to do the voice acting in Bayonetta 3. So she said, no thank you, and I'm gonna go somewhere else. So yeah, this was a good find, and this is really fucking unfortunate because yes, voice actors are often underappreciated in the gaming world, but they are super fucking important.
No, did you see the follow-up, though?
I did see the follow-up, and I saw what the...
Basically, she kind of exaggerated and made the whole thing up to a degree, and she has kind of lost all the goodwill, and it's now coming out that she's just difficult, and there's a reason that Bayonetta didn't want to work, like the studio didn't want to work with her again.
So the report from Bloomberg said that... let's see.
Well, okay, just real quickly, let's say
okay.
this. The person they replaced her with is one of the most famous female voice actors in the industry, who is like constantly
FemShep.
booked. Yeah, FemShep, exactly. And you know that she cost way more, so it wasn't a money thing. So, yeah, it goes through, and it turns out they didn't just offer her $4,000, they offered her $4,000 a session, which is, you know, not unreasonable for, you know, a voice actor working at, you know, industry scaled prices. It's kind of ridiculous to expect a voice actor to, like, unless you are a celebrity who is voice acting in a game like Keanu Reeves, you have no leverage as you're not going to get points on the back end. That's just not what the job is.
Okay, here's what was confusing about the Bloomberg article. They go, according to a report from Bloomberg, Taylor was offered between $3,000 and $4,000 for at least 5 sessions of recording, which would have made Taylor's fee around $15,000 for Bayonetta 3. And then they immediately move into this paragraph of Bloomberg said it saw documentation confirming these details. And separately, VGC corroborated the pay quotes and total compensation, going to note that this would have amounted to a significant increase against what Taylor was paid for Bayonetta 2. So, well, okay, so what, it wasn't $4,000, it was around $15,000, or it would have been, well, at least 5? Jesus, that's, yeah, between $15,000 and $20,000 for at least 5 voice recording sessions. So, yeah, Bloomberg again said that, and I don't know how they know this because they're not really citing or quoting anyone, but they said that Taylor requested a 6-figure fee, which is $100,000 at least, for Bayonetta 3, along with residuals on the game. But she came back and denied this and said that, I will let my video stand, I spoke the truth, and this is ridiculous, or this is an absolute lie and a complete joke, quote unquote. So that's why I read through this. I was like, okay.
The better question is, who do you believe in this situation? The company the company or the voice actor? And if they hired somebody who was more famous, who likely cost more money, then it's not about the money.
And the fact that
Right.
she like immediately backed off the intensity of her statements and it was like, well, what I actually was saying, like, well, don't exaggerate what I was saying. What I said was, as soon as she starts pulling that shit, then she lost all goodwill that she had, and the opinion now, and I'm not saying this is what happened, but certainly the way the opinion has blown is that she kind of tried to create a little social media outrage and to possibly just raise her profile a little bit. I don't know, try to get some money for this role. Thinking she, who knows? But
See, I didn't read
people
any of her
have-
backpedaling. I just read her initial statement, and then I read her reaction to this, which is just basically her saying this isn't true. I didn't see or read anything in between those two.
I mean, this, the backpedaling on the boycott, like, she literally called for a boycott, and she's like, oh, I'm not, like, calling for, I know people, want to play the game. Yeah, that kind of stuff. I said you should boycott, but, I'm not saying you should boycott.
Okay. All I read was boycotting is a personal choice, and if you don't, that's fine.
I mean, like, her original post came out, and it was like,
In
they
that
tried
post,
to underpay me, and they tried to blah, blah. Like, it was very much look at what this scummy corporation tried to do to little old,
Little old voice
independent
actor
contractor me.
Gotcha.
I'm being oppressed by the evil corporation. And now, again, the simple fact that they paid somebody else who's more famous with a much higher cost is telling in one thing, in one element. And her reaction since there was any pushback, she has very much softened her stance.
Did it come out that they'd already replaced her before before she even pulled this dust up, or?
Yeah, how did that work? Did she make this tweet and then
It almost
Hideki
sounds like she was
announced-
bitter that she got replaced or something and was trying to get her job back with public outrage.
Well, let's look at the timeline here.
Yeah, I'm also
Jennifer
curious
Hale
to-
is confirmed as Bayonetta. This article is from October 5th. So the Leda Taylor drama started.
Was it 2 weeks later? A week later?
This is great podcast, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was doing live
just-
research. Bear with us, Cody.
Dead Air is great.
Well, I mean,
So yes,
That's why
please
I
fill
throw
the dead air,
photographs.
Zero.
honestly, seriously,
Slap.
she is not that. I mean, I don't even know who this woman is. I'd never heard of her before this instance.
How dare
Like,
you?
I had no idea
Bayonetta
who
is
she was.
Bayonetta is a fantastic, realistic action art game that I appreciate for its art.
Yes, and not the witch, the gun witch who uses her hair for clothing. Got it.
How dare you? How dare you even imply that I'm looking at all them titties?
I mean, you are a male. We do like them titties.
I just want to beat them toonies down.
Leetness will laugh at that later.
Yes, yes, he will. Hi, Leetness. In the future.
Hello, future Leetness. How is future day going? I hope future well. Anyway, yeah, she's a voice. Well, okay, so I understand this from an artist's perspective, is that you participate in something, it generates tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, and then somebody comes back to you and asks you to do it again for, a couple $1,000. Even though, geez, it's a couple $1,000 for a few days of work, that's not terrible.
Well, I think somebody broke it down, and even at $4,000, she was making something like $193 an hour.
Well,
It
sure.
was like,
I mean, no, it's going to be more than that because like $4,000 over like a voice session is not a long amount of time. Like it's premium work, but it's the type of work that you get a gig and it holds you over for a while till your next gig, and that's just how that industry works in what's effectively a shadow Hollywood industry. But it doesn't seem like it's about the money. It seems like Platinum Games wanted to go with someone else, and they made her an offer that was more than they offered for the previous games, and she didn't want to do it. No, for that much money, and I think that's fine. But to go and drum up outrage like this, I think was a little.
Yeah.
So Zero. Back to what you're saying.
I mean, like, it's one of those things where people like Travis Willingham. I know who Travis Willingham is.
Who?
And it's not from Critical Role. I know Travis Willingham from Full Metal Alchemist. He voiced Roy Mustang. I know
Who?
Laura Bailey. I know Laura Bailey from Full Metal Alchemist, where she played Riza Hawkeye. It's one of those things where I've never heard of this lady like before now. I mean, hell, Tara Strong. I mean, she's a very popular voice actor. I mean, it's
you Zero. You obviously never played the Golden Compass game for a Nintendo GameCube. I want to say it was.
oh god, no.
Yeah, where
I never had a
where
game. I never had a GameCube.
Helena Taylor played Serafina. What's her last name, Masami? The witch from Golden Compass. Her first name is Serafina. Pecula?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah,
Something like that.
Serafina
Yeah.
Pecula. I always hear it with a British accent because I think I got like the first book as like a free audiobook somewhere, and the narrator they got was incredibly British.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, well, I think everybody in the Golden Compass movie was British too. The one where Gandalf played the bear. I remember my favorite part of that movie was the bear fight. I got really hyped up for that. Bear fight! It's a fucking bear fight!
Raw crab battle.
I get equally hyped up when I see crabs battling.
No, hey, if you've never seen that, I'm gonna share it later.
I've seen it in real life.
Yeah. Oh no, he's got a knife. Raw crab battle.
To return back to the topic, there's actually an article on IGN right now from 5 hours ago, apparently, where she has released a new statement clearing up things.
Sure.
So what she is saying is that the reports that have been made in the media are all basically wrong. She stated that the initial offer was for $10,000, and then following correspondence, she was then offered an additional $5,000 for a total of $15,000. She declined $15,000, and then 11 months later also turned down an offer of $4,000 for a flat fee of what would have been like a cameo, like single session type work. She says there were no extensive talks. The claim that she was offered $4,000 for 5 recording sessions are, in her words, total fabrications. She denies that she negotiated for 6 figures. She says there were not extensive negotiations, ridiculous fictions, such as I asked for $250,000. She says for the first game she was paid £3,000 sterling for the original, and then only a little more for Bayonetta 2. Yeah, so that's what she's claiming as of the latest. Just to fill you in on all the new details.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. Anyway, the point is that FemShep is voicing Bayonetta and Bayonetta 3. So Bayonetta 3 confirmed is coming out. So
Still
we can
need
all
Half-Life
appreciate
3,
it.
damn it.
We can all appreciate Half-Life 3 doesn't have tiggle bitties. We can all appreciate Bayonetta's art when it is released. Something
Facts.
juicy art.
No, I actually saw this in Reddit today. Remind me, did we get through the conclusion of the John Cena, or not John Cena, the Randy Orton tattoo story?
I
Was it Randy
believe we
Orton?
Yeah,
did,
the tattoo artist got a flat fee, I think. Yeah, she went to court and I think it was settled.
Yeah,
she
we
ended up
discussed
with a
that on
flat
2
fee.
podcasts ago.
Okay, yeah. I didn't remember the conclusion. I saw that today. Okay. Sorry for the interruption.
No, that's fine. So that's really all the gaming. That was the big gaming thing. And the rest of this is worldly.
Worldly.
Which, you know what? Much like
The lateness. He's very worldly.
excuse me. Yes, he is. Delightful.
He's always visiting a part of the world just to make sure it's there. He's
He's
noble.
always
He's doing
that's
the
true.
Lord's work.
He is
Did you
always
know-
in the world.
Did you know that he is incapable of eating bread without putting butter on it?
Really?
I
Did not know that about the lateness.
Also, what is he? Is it him or his wife that eats dogs?
Oh God.
I mean, they both seem pretty okay with it.
Right. Okay.
Is
So, yeah, dogs with buttered bread.
Oh God. I did not know this, and now that I know this, I'm slightly disturbed. The only thing more disturbing is the fact that Omega eats babies.
Only Dutch babies, so it's okay.
It's never going away. Hi, Frelly.
No, it is not.
Hello, Freligator of the future. Let's see. All right, yeah, I was gonna pop over this article right here. Mark Hamill is is part of a group that he is a big part of, and he's sending 500 drones to Ukraine. Good for you, Mr. Hamill.
Yeah, so he is the ambassador for, what's the name of the program? Like the drone army, the Ukrainian drone army, or
Yeah,
something.
Ukraine's
of that nature?
Army of Drones project.
Yeah, so he's the official ambassador for this project, and he donated 500 more drones. I don't know if you guys have seen these. There's a lot of videos on the internet of Russian soldiers just taking grenades from drones. It's kind of brutal.
Yeah, you're talking about the. I have seen the war correspondence footage of basically just a drone flies overhead and drops a grenade.
Oh, no. I'm talking like drone point of view cameras where you watch it hovering above
Yes,
a couple
exactly.
Russians, and then like you see the grenade fall. Yeah, it's brutal. I saw
Yes.
one where it hit a dude right on the helmet and his just head disappeared.
No. I think the funniest one that we've seen so far was the one. I think it was right at the beginning of all of this when the guy was going to take a shit and the missile hit right next to him. Didn't kill him, but you could clearly see that he was wearing a thong, and I guarantee you if he had not shit, he did then.
I don't know whether to laugh or be super impressed that you would wear a thong into a war zone.
I mean, he's Russian, so
It's standard Russian issue. I'm sure thongs are the standard issue military underwear because it's the least amount of fabric, so it's the cheapest to make.
Also,
You know,
can
it's-
use as a slingshot.
The entire Russian army is wearing banana hammocks.
You know, it's not the thong decision.
aha.
Oh.
Easy
That was a
now.
slow burn there, Doc.
Uh,
You started off hating it.
Oh
You know,
god.
you brought me around, Masami. You brought me around.
Right round like a record.
Oh,
Ah.
yep.
See,
So
you had some momentum there, and then you went and ruined it.
It depends on your point of view.
I liked it.
Sometimes the crash is as fun as the drive.
Enjoyed the
Exactly.
shit out of it. Made me happy. I'm all about the deep music cuts. Oh God, I need these laughs right now. I need them.
I'm so tired. Okay, so all right. The program that Mark Hamill is able to donate through is called, or the program through which Hamill was able to donate is called United 24, which was started up by President Zelensky and is created to collect donations for the National Bank of Ukraine. The funds are used for the most pressing war needs, according to its own site. So yeah, he's doing good work. As this is
The quote is pretty great. I forget the exact word you can find it there, but he's calls Russia the evil empire.
Attaboy, Mark. Oh yeah.
It is, yeah, you're right. Right now is the best time for everyone to come together and help Ukraine stand up in this war with an evil empire, or with the evil empire. Yep, that is what he said. Man, so good for Mark Hamill. Also, is he gonna voice the Joker anymore?
That I've heard, no, but he was the best voice for the Joker.
Hell yes, he was. All right. And the other thing that we have touched on before, we actually talked about this because I pay attention to this and I am all about it, is the United States sanctioning Chinese semiconductors. Yeah, this was basically, I think this was 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah, we
Coming
missed
up on
it.
2 weeks ago.
We missed this from the anniversary podcast, so it's a little bit old news. But like, holy shit, Biden is like punching hard at China. This is a big, like high level sanction. Like, this is huge.
So what happened was the Biden administration passed new export controls, which prevent any American citizens or any American companies from participating in the production of semiconductors or the import-export of semiconductors to China. So the China's semiconductor manufacturing industry was, quote, reduced to zero overnight.
Turns out a whole lot of American engineers are paid a lot of money by Chinese companies to help build semiconductors for China, and
Our
they
government
all
said
had
no.
to. Yeah, the Biden administration said, "All right, y'all are fucked if you keep doing it. Here's your chance to get out." So they all had to quit.
He said
And,
no, with his foot.
So, one of the big things I've been hearing about from the war with Ukraine is that Russia is also starved for computer chips. And it's getting really hard for them because they've had to switch to Chinese computer chips. And now if China is going to have computer chip difficulties of their own, that could, I don't know, a really interesting time in international geopolitics.
Hey, you know who produces greater than 80% of the world's semiconductors? Taiwan.
Yeah, and did you see what Taiwan said? Taiwan said, okay, if the Chinese so much as show up in our waters, we will we will begin defensive exercises, was how they put it.
I mean, which is great, but let's in an all-out war, yeah, no, I don't see them doing terribly well. But
Oh
I
no,
mean,
but if there's any actual conflict with Taiwan, it would be all-out war with America.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I
like,
guess we have.
There's
we've said that,
no.
haven't we?
Yeah, that's why. Like you said, yeah, 80% of them are being made in Taiwan. You know who those are being made for, though? America
America.
and Europe, and that side of the geopolitical divide. So, if this actually does some long-term damage, hell, even if it does just some short-term damage to China in the technological race, that could be significant. I mean, on the one hand, actually, if you think about it, it'll probably cause some short-term problems. But if anything, it might bootstrap more of a homegrown industry that
That's
they'll
what I'm
have down the
hoping
line.
for. I am, well, in terms of America, at least in terms of the U.S., I am hoping that all of this is just pushing towards a massive influx of semiconductor production in our own country. So that, to me, is a very smart idea, because every single electronic device that we use needs semiconductors, and we shouldn't be relying on other people for shit that keeps our lights on, for fuck's sake. Plus, more
But
jobs,
if
more
it's-
factory jobs in America. Good.
But if it's
Yeah.
cheaper for someone in Asia to make it and then ship it here,
Which it
why
definitely
would
is.
you do that?
I know, that is the argument. Why pay more for something that they will give us for less? But anyway, this was really just the extent of what the Biden administration did was surprising. And it appears to have worked. So it's also crazy people are choosing between their jobs and their US citizenship. Like that's a choice. Come back here and get a new job. We have jobs in the tech sector all over this fucking country.
Yeah.
You won't have to commute to another
And so-
continent.
To go from a news discussion to a politics one, I just find it hilarious how it's Biden who did this when it's Trump who was blowharding and talking tough about standing up to China.
Oh, he says that, but he loves Winnie the Pooh over there, because Winnie the Pooh said that he had a huge brain.
Mm-hmm.
I will never forget that fucking quote, just because why did he say it like that? Huge brain.
You know what? Sometimes Trump sounds like he's doing an impression of Alec Baldwin doing an impression of Trump.
It's true.
Oh my god. Alec Baldwin's not doing Trump anymore on SNL, is he? They're another gentleman stepped in.
I don't know.
Ah, these people are dumb. Move the fucking dragon. Thank you.
Are they dragon ass?
Yes. You know what? 3-pointer, yes.
Are they
Sweet
really
Jesus.
bad at dragon ass?
Oh, they are terrible at dragon ass.
So they're doing a bad dragon.
I see what you did there.
The guy who is now portraying Trump on SNL is named James Austin Johnson, by the way. Or Jadge, as his friends call him.
Jadge. Any relation to Vag? Any relation?
No, that's a... Oh, V-A-J? I'm not sure.
Mm.
Maybe... No, that doesn't work. Never mind. Yeah.
You know, kind of like
Yeah.
principal vagina, no relation. Yes, that was a deep Rick and Morty reference. You're welcome.
Principal Vagina, no relation. I actually like the character Principal Vagina. He has a lot of interesting arcs. Especially when he's leading the cult of the giant head.
Yeah. Everybody tries to take it to a racial place, but I won't let them. Greatest line out of that entire episode.
Oh, jeez. All right, so yeah, no, it was semiconductors. It was Star Wars literally donating drones and Bayonetta. That's kind of it. We had a slow week in gaming, and it was sort of relaxed because everybody was recovering from the anniversary podcast. We don't have D&D this Sunday, right?
Correct.
No.
Correct. Okay, yeah. We also do not have a podcast a week from today, by the way.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It's fucking Halloween.
Yep.
I will say that Blizzard is now beginning their month-long process of rolling out Dragonflight next month. So starting tomorrow starts pre-patch for Dragonflight. Hooray.
Which one is that one? Is that the one with the dragon?
Well, yes, absolutely.
Is it just one dragon, or are there multiple? I mean, when it says flight, is it an airplane full of dragons, or
stop dragging us along, Masami?
Oh my god, this is such a fucking bad joke.
Scale it back.
Amazing.
There.
I hate being on the tail end of all these jokes because dragons have tails.
These jokes are fire.
Oh. Yeah, at least they didn't get stuck in your throat.
Thank you. House of the Dragon is all done, by the way. Episode 10 leaked early, so I binged it on Sunday afternoon. It's a good show. Alright, go watch House of the Dragon. It's a fun show. They rushed through it a little bit. I get why they rushed through it. They really want season 2 to start off with the Dance of Dragons. But yeah, apart from a little bit of rushing. Sorry, I shouldn't have masked that up.
Russian.
Apart from a little bit of rushing, yeah, it's a good show. And a lot. Then there are dragons. So we were talking about dragons. So what is this about? What is this about? WoW's new fashion show.
Essentially the short version of this is that for eons, the Dragon Isles have been hidden from the view of man. They are now being brought back into the fold, or the Dragon Isles are now being brought back out of the mist because of a grave threat to the ecosystem of the world. Because apparently, according to the lore, there is some kind of spirit within the earth.
Spirit?
Spirit. Spirit within the earth, within the actual planet, that is being attacked. So there's that. I don't pretend to understand it. I just play this game.
Another thing I really want to see in House of the Dragons is whether or not they get around to the Maesters and their conspiracy to rid the world of dragons. Because I want that elaborated on. George, if you're listening, I know you follow us on Twitter. Please finish writing your books.
I was going to say, didn't he ask us a question during the podcast?
He did submit a question. We did not get to his question.
Oh, boo.
I can pull it up at some point, but yeah.
Do we have the axe? That way, when he asks us a question, we're prepared.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Sorry, was that too cutting? Was that too cutting for you?
Oh my God, Megan, stop! They are getting worse. Omega, you were right.
At what point does this become an
Tried to
actual
warn
crime?
Oh.
Isn't there something in the Constitution about cruel and unusual punishment?
Oh, no,
Does
I'm
that
a-
apply here?
That's the Geneva Convention.
I was
Gotcha.
about to say I'm a violation of the Geneva Convention. If we're gonna go for it, we're gonna go for it.
That only applies during time of warfare, conflict. So yeah, it has no application domestically.
We're all armed with puns when we come to do battle in the podcast arena.
Did you know that American police regularly do things to American citizens that aren't allowed by the Geneva Convention in a time of war to enemy combatants?
Mm-hmm.
Like, trick them into saying stupid shit that incriminates them?
No, that's not even... Like, I'm talking like the weapons they regularly use against people. The
Oh,
literal
God.
chemical warfare,
chemical
for
mace.
instance.
Yeah, that's right. Technically, you're not allowed to... You can shoot people in war, but God forbid you use pepper spray.
Yep.
Interesting. I did not know this. I never
The
thought
things
about
that
this.
the educational opportunities that my puns lead us to.
You are truly a river to your people.
Mhm.
You are
American
the new
soldiers-
river to your people.
American soldiers regularly talk about how the rules of engagement for them in war zones are far stricter than what cops do on a daily basis.
Mhm.
My immediate thought was, yeah, but our soldiers are good at their jobs, and then I was just like, no, we shouldn't do that. Shouldn't make fun. Not all cops are morons. Just all the ones that we see on the news.
Nah, all cops are bastards. No such thing as a good cop. All the
Least
good cops
I
get
won.
chased out by the... They'll get chased out by the bad cops.
Yeah, that's the point.
I don't say that to mean that every cop is like inherently bad. I'm saying that there are cops who try to be good and they get chased out by the bad cops, and there's so many documented stories of this kind of shit.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, what immediately I thought of is our police chief here in town. I know him. He's like a real stand-up guy. He's a real good guy. He is a real good cop. But he's the chief. They can't really chase him out. Got to come up with a much better reason to let a guy in that position go. And there's really nothing intense happening around me, so what are they going to accuse him of? Being mean to squirrels? Got a lot of squirrels.
You don't be mean to squirrels. Squirrel Mafia. Just saying, it's a thing.
Yeah, it is. Just be nice to squirrels. Squirrels are perfectly happy to live in peace and harmony with you as long as you don't dick with them.
I saw a video on Reddit today. Apparently, if you take in like a little baby orphan squirrel and you raise it until it's old enough to fend for itself and then let it go, it'll like come back and visit you on a regular basis.
That's so sweet.
I know,
God,
it's
they're
so
cute.
adorable.
I'm the
I
only
love
person in my
squirrels.
family who thinks squirrels are
The
cute.
the wild animal pets that I would love to have one day are a squirrel, a raccoon, and a skunk.
Raccoons are fucking smart. Those little bastards are tool users. They're
I used to
actually
want an
pretty
otter.
adorable.
I used to want an otter, and then I found out that otters are very rapey.
Otters are the cutest, most adorable, sadistic corpse fucking maniacs in the
Mhm.
fucking world.
But they're so
It's
cute.
insane. They are. They are so cute and adorable until you see them like
Raping the corpse.
raping
Of an
the
animal, yeah.
corpse of something that they just gnawed the head off of it. It's a lot.
Oh, that's less cute. Wait, but what? Okay, no, I recognize that act is heinous, but I mean, they still probably look pretty cute when they're doing it. I just picture
Like,
them.
it's like you're sitting there going, "This is fucked up," and I can't look away because the fucking thing's adorable.
Exactly.
They're otters. They are fucking adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I pictured that one. There's that one. You remember when everybody was putting images side by side of an otter and Benedict Cumberbatch?
No.
Okay, there was a meme going around for a while that Benedict Cumberbatch looks exactly like an otter. This is a thing, you can go look it up. And Benedict actually went onto the Graham Norton show and did a bunch of faces imitating otter pictures that Graham threw up there, because obviously, why the hell wouldn't you on that show? Graham is such a fucking whore. But he did one face, there was one otter face where it was like an otter smiling, showing teeth, and it was just like, you can just imagine what someone's face looks like doing that, and I was like, that's an otter sex face. That's what they look like when they're fucking a corpse.
Mm.
I'm looking forward to this podcast going up so I can clip that.
I am surprised, given all... Well, that's why I'm not clipped, alright? I say a lot of just really messed up shit all the time, and by the way, the podcast is all a joke. Everything on our podcast is always a joke. Please try not to take anything seriously, everybody watching on Twitch. Yeah, I think
Yes,
I
our
say
millions
so
of
much...
viewers.
Yeah, and the 17 billion people that follow us on Twitter. But we got 1 billion views last week after the podcast. Congratulations, everybody.
Nice.
Nice.
Drinks all
Nice.
night.
Where's my cut?
Nobody... yeah, right.
You're gonna stay the star of the OnlyFans, and you're gonna like it.
Okay. As long as
In the-
as long as that's still a thing. As long as I
Shut
have
up
that
and show
going
your
for me.
feet.
You know what the people are here for. Give them
I
what they
do know
want.
I know what the people are here for, but they're not
Do
gonna
the
get it
truffle
without
shuffle.
paying.
Do the truffle shuffle.
I will not do the truffle shuffle. You, sir, can fuck right off.
Zero. You've got to put your best foot forward.
Zero has feet and he shows them in chat. Can you imagine the number of pennies that we will accumulate when I open the OnlyFans page?
Oh god, I'm still waiting for the what was it, for the Chatterbait stream.
Oh my god, you're right, we're gonna do Chatterbait. And by we, I mean Zero was gonna broadcast just his feet on Chatterbait, and we were gonna do a podcast as we dicked around. And eventually we're gonna come out. Eventually we're gonna come upon a stately-looking elder gentleman with lots of leather-bound books in the background, and he's just gonna stand up and take his dick out and start jacking off to Zero's feet. That's all I want to see on the internet. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Then it'll become awkward, and I'll have to quit because then he'll start stalking me because that's a thing.
Oh, especially now. Yeah, I forgot you're Twitter famous.
Yeah.
That's a heavy burden on you, Zero. You are suffering
It
from
is.
success, just like DJ Khalid.
It is such a burden. Such a burden. Oh,
to
God.
be this popular and to have these attractive feet.
Yes, I am this popular because of Kevin Smith. Thank you.
Oh gosh, what the fuck were we
Because
even talking about?
Because that's what
Kevin
I want to be.
Bacon.
I want to be popular because of Kevin fucking Smith. Yes.
Hey, there are worse things to be popular for. Remember
I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't. Oh God. Ironic name for that man, given the what he got caught with.
He did, yeah. He had the perfect name for what he did.
Who was that other politician that got caught tapping his foot underneath the stall? What was his name? Was that Anthony Weiner as well?
No,
Lindsey Graham.
that was somebody else.
Yeah, that's somebody. No, Lindsey Graham has never been caught in a compromising homosexual position, which is unfortunate because I think that he would be very happy and he would be living a better life if he would just come out and just come out, Lindsey. Be honest with yourself. We all know. Everybody in Washington knows it. The only rumors. That's true. It's only rumors from every single sex worker in and around the Washington, D.C. area. Oh man. All right, so yeah, that's about it. It was a short podcast, but it was a long week for all of us.
It was. And it is only going to get longer, I have a feeling.
It's true. There's a mayhem circus awaiting us at the end of this week, starting
Excellent.
on Friday. It's the Halloween weekend. I can't wait to see what everybody comes to work dressed as.
I'm so glad I work from home and I don't have to see the people I work with.
I was referring to all of you coming into work at the Chonkwij office. Zero, are you going to be a slutty cat again?
Oh God, yes. I keep trying to throw that costume away, but somehow it keeps on ending up back in my closet, and I don't know which one of you is doing it.
We're taking turns. We're taking turns.
Bastards. This year I
What can
wanted to
you
be
say?
slutty. I wanted to be slutty nurse, but no, gotta be slutty cat.
Hey,
Or even let
don't
me
steal
be a
my
fucking
ideas.
dog.
I want to be slutty nurse. I called it. Because last year I was slutty doctor, and I'm trying to get the whole... See, this year I'll be slutty nurse, and then next year I'll be slutty nurse practitioner, and then the year after that I'll be slutty mortician. And I'll just cover the entire health. And then eventually I'm going to be sexy podiatrist. That's when shit
Oh.
gets crazy.
That's when it gets real.
Now that's a step. Now that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, you went there.
You got there.
Of course I did there.
One foot in front of the other.
Exactly.
Oh, God. They're not getting any better.
They'll never will. It never will.
That's okay.
You realize that I have cultivated my Twitter feed to be absolutely nothing but explicit pictures and puns and dad jokes, right?
Chonkwij
that
has to
is the
start
thing you can
retweeting
do.
everything you say.
Mine
I'm sorry,
mine
I'll
is-
set that up.
Mine is big tittied anime waifus and dad jokes.
I mean, I would also accept big titty goth girlfriends. That would also be more than fine.
Well, I mean, big titted anime waifus. Doesn't golf
There's a
girlfriends
difference.
go in the
There's a
same thing?
difference.
Oh,
There
okay.
is a difference.
Masami, you bring up a good point. There's this entire generation right now that is just never going to know how awesome it was to grow up in the early aughts when we had slutty goth girls as a fashion phase.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Goth
now it's
girls
going to
were
be
pretty hot.
now it's going to be slutty goth grandmas.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Depends on the quality of the grandma.
It's true. It's true.
Are we discussing this? Is this happening? This is happening.
Quality of the grandma? You mean like how good she is at knitting?
Look, if she can give me what I need and then potentially knit me a nice scarf and make me a pot roast, I'm happy.
What
You
about
are
for-
a
okay.
simple creature, Zero.
I am a very simple creature. It does not take much.
I don't laugh at a lot of shit on Reddit, but the other day I actually did see something on Reddit that made me audibly laugh out loud, and it was one of those... It was a repost of some TikTok, and it was a very attractive younger woman saying, we're going to be together for 24 hours, and I can't say no to you. What are we going to do? And it just smash cuts to some nerd who looks like me saying, so today we're going to learn C# object-oriented programming.
One of my favorites is a guy who's a farmer. He's like, all right, so at 4 a.m. we got to get up and milk the cows, and after that, from until about 9 a.m. we're going to be out baling hay. And then he just goes through a whole day of a farmer, and it's pretty hilarious. While he's like sitting there in overalls and like waiter boots covered in shit.
Oh, Hey,
Are there
Doc.
any other kind of waiter boots?
yeah, but someone.
the Indian restaurant I work for is so secretive that I had to sign a legal agreement that I wouldn't share their flatbread recipe. It was just their standard non-disclosure agreement.
Ew.
Oh. Oh.
Ew.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I enjoy the food puns.
You know, did Mike Rowe ever have a dirty job? Ever do an episode of Dirty Jobs where he went and was basically the pregnancy tester for a bunch of cows?
Yes.
Yes, I believe he did.
Definitely an episode where he had his arm up to his elbow.
Yeah,
No.
he was elbow deep in a cow.
Yep.
I think he went full shoulder.
A bovine, excuse me. We're
Yeah,
actually talking about a species.
You're right, Zero. It is more of a full shoulder excursion.
A full
Mhm.
shoulder affair.
That's
know,
not a job that I would want.
Using the word affair in that situation seems dirty.
Is it a job that I would want? I don't think
We're
it would
now
be a
making-
job that I would want.
What, the pregnancy tester for the cows?
Yeah. I mean, look, the ability to go elbow deep in anything, or even like up to the shoulder, that's just impressive. I mean, like, I think everyone should try that at least once in their life, but safely and consensually. Which I don't think is possible. I don't think consensually is possible with a cow.
Nope.
It's unfortunate. Those poor cows.
I mean, we have happened upon people in our existence as friends together that do take it elbow deep because they ain't no bitch. But
It's
you
true.
know.
We have a couple people in this channel that go elbow deep because we ain't no bitches. Oh boy. So yeah, Eliteness, how you doing? How's your work day going? Everyone just be silent for a minute while he talks to his screen.
Hey, Zero.
oh god, yes.
What's blue and not very heavy?
My balls.
Yeah, I was about ready to say my ball.
Light
Not-
blue.
Oh, nice.
I must be really fucking tired because I'm laughing at that.
Here's a, what is it? Did you know that a lighter is the only thing that gets lighter the more you light it?
Whoa.
It'll fuck you up for hours.
Man.
Until
Also-
it doesn't light anymore.
Mhm.
What? That's zero. Zero. While we're having deep philosophical conversations at the tail end of this podcast, which has just gone off the fucking rails, why do they call them fingers if they don't fing?
Oh, that's a very good question. Why do they call them chicken fingers if chickens do not, in fact, have fingers?
Whoa, wait, where do the chicken fingers come from then?
Yeah, chock full of peckers and lips.
I mean, that's fine. It's, again, going back to the whole McDonald's, how they make chicken nuggets thing, just taking all the waste product and the bone and the gelatin and all this for that and making it into whatever that paste is and then sticking it inside of a breading and then deep frying it. That's not gross to me. That's delicious. The end result is what's important, and the end result is fucking delicious. Cannot gross me out making chicken nuggets. Okay.
I'm not too bothered by a little pink sludge.
No, God. I mean, if it tastes the same before it's deep fried as after it's deep fried, then I'll just take the straight pink sludge. Just give me a pitcher.
Oh,
And that's how he died.
oh, oh. He died as he lived in pink sludge.
He died as he lived, chugging down liquefied chicken remains. Oh, God.
Mechanically separated chicken, if you like the technical term.
Oh, mechanically separated chicken sounds great. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna we're at the hour mark. Wait, we're not quite at the hour mark. Masami, tell one more pun.
All right. Let's see here. I gotcha. Don't throw sodium chloride at people. That's assault.
Ah, the good one. That's a good one.
I can't remember how to write 1, 1000, 51, 6, and 500 as Roman numerals. I'm livid.
Yeah, I'm livid. Yes, I actually posted that one. God damn it, that was my pun from like 3 years ago. I swear it's in Pun Hub. Just keep scrolling up. Jesus Christ, that's going to be another... Okay, so we have the anniversary podcast where I go through the main channel. We should have another podcast where I go through the Pun Hub.
Ooh.
6 month, every 6 months. Is that what we're doing now?
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
that'll be our
sounds good.
mid-year thing. Our mid-year thing will be the Pun Review. Welcome to the Pun Review, hosted by Masami. Starring Masami.
Yes, Masami, you are going to have to run that one because the rest of us may be in too much pain.
I'll do all your production values for you.
I
You
mean,
can take the steering wheel.
I mean, you give me something to read off of, and I will fucking sell it.
I have no doubt at all.
Mhm.
Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, that'll do it for this podcast. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you all for coming along. Everybody in Twitch chat. Hi guys. Bye guys.
Have
And we're
fun.
off next week. Yeah, we're off next week, but we'd be back in 2 weeks, barring any sort of major catastrophe or explosive diarrhea, which
Yes.
probably counts as catastrophe.
Probably.
Remember that cocaine is a hell of a drug. Just remember
Indeed
that.
it is.
Remember that the DC Metro Police night shift runs on Red Bull and cocaine.
I mean,
That's true.
you likely aren't wrong.
So yep, alright, penis. Fuck Putin. Fuck Winnie the
Fuck
Pooh.
Putin.
Bye.
We need to. Bye.